Life is complex, unpredictable, and often overwhelming. Navigating its challenges requires more than just good intentions. It calls for wisdom, discipline, and a willingness to confront the truth, no matter how uncomfortable. Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules for Life, An Antidote to Chaos, distills decades of clinical experience, philosophical reflection, and psychological research into 12 practical principles. These rules aren't arbitrary. They're rooted in timeless truths about human nature and the structure of reality itself. In this narration, we'll explore each rule, uncovering the reasoning behind them and illustrating how applying them can bring order, meaning, and resilience to your life. The first rule is deceptively simple. Stand up straight with your shoulders back. At first glance, this seems to be about posture, but it's much more profound. Peterson draws on the world of animals, particularly lobsters, to illustrate how dominance hierarchies are part of the natural order. Lobsters, after winning a fight, stand taller and behave more confidently. Those who lose become timid and hunched. Humans, too, respond to victory and defeat in our bearing and mindset. Standing up straight signals confidence not only to others, but to yourself. It's an act of self-respect that reverberates through your interactions. When you carry yourself with dignity, you invite better treatment from others and foster a sense of inner strength. This rule reminds us that how we physically engage with the world is inseparable from our psychological state. By adopting an assertive posture, you tell yourself and the world that you are someone worth taking seriously. Rule 2 is, treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. Many people are diligent caregivers to others, but neglectful of themselves. Peterson observes that people are often more conscientious about giving medicine to their pets than to themselves. Why is that? In part, it's because we recognize the value of others, but struggle to see our own worth. This rule calls us to flip that script, to act as though our own well-being matters too. Imagine the compassion, discipline, and patience you'd extend to a loved one in need. Now, apply that to yourself. This isn't a call to self-indulgence, but to self-respect. By tending to your own needs, physical, emotional, and spiritual, you become better equipped to serve others. Self-care is not selfish. It's foundational to being a force for good in the world. The third rule: make friends with people who want the best for you. It's easy to underestimate how much our environment influences us, and few things shape us more than the company we keep. Choosing friends is not a trivial matter. It's a profound act of self-definition. Are you surrounded by people who encourage your growth, celebrate your successes, and challenge you to be your best? Or do your companions drag you down, reinforce your worst habits, and celebrate mediocrity? Peterson's rule is clear. Seek out those who genuinely want you to flourish, and be that kind of friend to others. Sometimes, this means letting go of toxic relationships, even if they're long-standing. The people you allow into your life are mirrors of your potential. Choose wisely. Rule 4. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. In an age of social media and constant comparison, it's easy to feel inadequate. There will always be someone smarter, richer, or more accomplished. But such comparisons are a recipe for frustration and despair. Instead, Peterson urges us to focus on personal progress. Are you a bit wiser, kinder, or more disciplined than you were yesterday? That's what counts. Life is not a race against others, but a journey of self-improvement. The only meaningful metric is your own growth. By setting incremental goals and celebrating small victories, you build momentum. Over time, these small steps add up to profound transformation. The fifth rule: do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. Parenting is one of the most challenging and consequential roles in life. Peterson argues that permissive parenting, while well-intentioned, often leads to resentment. Children need boundaries, discipline, and guidance to become socially adept and emotionally resilient. If you allow your child to behave in ways that irritate you or others, you're setting them up for failure. Unchecked behaviors become ingrained, limiting their ability to function in the world. The loving thing is not to indulge every whim, but to shape your child's character, even when it's uncomfortable. Discipline, applied with consistency and care, is a gift that pays dividends for a lifetime. Rule 6. Set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. It's tempting to rail against the injustices and failings of society. But before you take on the world, look inward. Are your own affairs in order? Have you cleaned your room, so to speak? Peterson suggests that chaos in our personal lives often mirrors the chaos we see externally. By taking responsibility for your immediate surroundings, your home, your habits, your relationships, you gain the moral authority and clarity to effect change elsewhere. This isn't an argument for selfishness or withdrawal, but for starting where you have real influence. When you bring order to your own life, you become a beacon for others and a more effective agent of positive change. The 7th rule is, pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient. Life is full of temptations to take the easy way out, to cut corners, or to seek immediate gratification. But the things that matter most, character, love, achievement, require sacrifice and perseverance. Peterson draws on ancient wisdom, from biblical stories to myth, to show that meaning comes from shouldering responsibility and aiming at something higher than oneself. Expedience may bring short-term pleasure, but meaning brings lasting fulfillment. When you align your actions with your deepest values, you find purpose even in suffering. The pursuit of meaning transforms the inevitable difficulties of life into opportunities for growth. Rule 8. Tell the truth, or at least, don't lie. Honesty is the foundation of trust, both in relationships and within oneself. Lying distorts reality, undermines integrity, and corrodes the soul. It's not always easy to tell the truth. Sometimes it's uncomfortable, even risky. But the alternative is far worse. Every lie is a brick in a wall that separates you from others and from your own true self. Peterson acknowledges that complete transparency is impossible, but urges us to at least avoid deliberate falsehoods. When you speak the truth, you align yourself with reality, and reality is the ultimate arbiter. Truth-telling requires courage, but it is the only path to genuine connection and self-respect. The 9th rule: assume that the person you are listening to might know something you don't. In a world increasingly divided by ideology and outrage, genuine dialogue is rare and precious. Peterson reminds us that humility is a virtue, especially in conversation. Every person you meet has experiences and insights you lack. By truly listening, without judgment or defensiveness, you open yourself to learning and growth. This doesn't mean abandoning your convictions, but approaching others with curiosity and respect. Listening well is an act of generosity, and it turns every interaction into a chance to expand your understanding. Rule 10. Be precise in your speech. Words shape reality. Vague complaints and imprecise language breed confusion and resentment. When you articulate your needs, desires, and frustrations clearly, you give others the information they need to respond. Precision in speech is a form of respect, both for yourself and for those around you. It requires you to clarify your own thinking, to confront uncomfortable truths, and to take responsibility for your communication. Whether in personal relationships or public discourse, clarity is the antidote to chaos. The 11th rule: do not bother children when they are skateboarding. This rule is about the importance of risk, challenge, and autonomy in development. Peterson observes that children, especially boys, are drawn to dangerous play, like skateboarding. While adults may be tempted to protect them from every possible harm, overprotection stifles growth. Risk-taking is how we learn resilience, courage, and competence. By intervening too much, we send the message that the world is too dangerous and that the child is incapable. Letting children take risks within reasonable limits is essential to their maturation. It's through facing challenges and sometimes failing that we become capable adults. The 12th and final rule: pet a cat when you encounter one on the street. Life is filled with suffering, much of it unavoidable. Illness, loss, disappointment. These are part of the human experience. Peterson, who has faced profound personal hardship, urges us to find moments of grace and beauty, even in the midst of pain. Petting a cat on the street is a metaphor for pausing to appreciate the small, fleeting joys that life offers. These moments don't erase suffering, but they provide respite and remind us that goodness persists even in darkness. Cultivating gratitude for the simple pleasures of life, sunlight, laughter, a kind word, builds resilience and hope. Together, these 12 rules form a blueprint for living with courage, integrity, and purpose. They're not quick fixes or easy answers, but hard-won truths forged in the crucible of experience. Peterson's message is both sobering and empowering. Life is suffering, but meaning can be found in the responsibility we take on. By standing up straight, telling the truth, and seeking meaning over expedience, we bring order to chaos, not just for ourselves, but for those around us. Applying these rules is a lifelong process. There will be setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. But each day offers a new chance to practice, to stand a little straighter, speak a little more honestly, and listen a little more deeply. Over time, these small acts of discipline and courage accumulate, shaping not just your own destiny, but the world you inhabit. Peterson's rules are deeply individual, but they're also universal. They speak to our shared longing for order, understanding, and connection in a chaotic world. They remind us that, while we cannot control everything, we can control how we respond. We can strive to be better today than we were yesterday. We can choose friends who lift us up, parent our children with love and discipline, and bring order to our own lives before criticizing others. We can pursue meaning, even when it's difficult, and tell the truth, even when it's costly. The journey is never easy, but it is worthwhile. In embracing these rules, we become agents of order and meaning, not just for ourselves, but for our families, our communities, and the world. Each of us has a role to play in the ongoing struggle between chaos and order, suffering and meaning. By living out these principles, we contribute to the unfolding story of humanity. In the end, life's greatest fulfillment comes not from ease or comfort, but from the pursuit of what is good, true, and meaningful. The 12 rules are not a guarantee against suffering, but a guide to enduring it with dignity, and perhaps transforming it into something beautiful. So stand up straight, take responsibility, seek meaning, and remember to pause for the simple joys along the way. In doing so, you'll find not just an antidote to chaos, but the foundation for a life well lived.